Sigma males have become a staple of the anime in the recent years, especially after the Sigma face meme started to become trending and gain a huge fan base. That's why for today we will be talking about the top 10 anime where the main character is a Sigma male. But before we begin, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and press on that bell icon to set us all to be notified about all our latest new videos. And as always, beware of the following spoilers. Coming in at number 10 is Aho Girl. Akuru definitely fits the Sigma male description on this list. Let me expound on this. Akuru is the thought slayer of anime that started that whole trend with the addiction of the comedic relief, having to put up with Yoshiko Hanabatake and her antics and the ridiculous behavior all day long. Akuru resorts to the usual scolding, bashing her, and even sometimes resorts to physical punches. He is serious and reclusive, enjoys being alone, and feels at peace like that. A peace Yoshiko is almost zealously hellbent on destroying. Akuru never needed any friends to begin with, and he seems to be the studious type of person, though the anime gag around him is the fact that he can never get a full mark on a test, no matter how hard he studies. At number 9, we have problem children are coming from another world, aren't they? Izayo has always been the embodiment of the lone wolf lifestyle. He suffers from a boredom that not even getting isekai to another world was able to cure, and all that is due to the single fact that he is broken beyond comprehension. I mean, he is no Anos or Featherin when it comes to the anime standards, but in his verse he might as well be. He is highly independent and refuses help from anyone, preferring to deal with problems by himself. I guess that's what it's like to have godlike power. He is desperate for any type of excitement to enter his life to the point he created a game where others have to find him before the time limit, otherwise he will rampage in the area he is in, destroying everything there. Talk about going overboard.
さっきは素敵な挑発をありがとうよ。ああ、いえいえ。これはこれだ。
Coming at number 8 is Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious. Seiya is the one that rekindled the flames of Sigma male as a character trope in anime after years of it being obscure and almost missing in anime shows ever since Aho Girl. Similarly to Aho Girl, Seiya takes a more comedic approach to the concept of Sigma male. Sure, he is overpowered, confident as hell, and as all the girls flocking around him and giving zero shits about them, but he was still funny in his approach, like the time when he beat up that girl so hard just raising up his arm made her tear up and beg for him to spare her. That of course excludes his usual shutdowns of Restarte, trying to even get close to him or be romantic with him. Of course, though, as we all know, that was all just a facade of him taking on all the responsibility to protect them and guard them from the wrath of the Demon Lords. After all, he did abandon his teammates in order to solo the Demon Lords and protect his companions. This sacrifice of his didn't go unnoticed, however, as he was revived once again by the gods of the world in his next reincarnation. Point is, he is a lone wolf type of guy, the kind that shuts down thoughts and shows women true equality, beating them up like men, and portrayed as someone that cares for his teammates and companions. A Sigma to the bones, lived and died according to his own rules and code.
とにかく異世界行きが拒否できないならこちらにも条件がある。条件って何？私はダメよダメ女神と人間の恋はあ？せめて入念な準備はさせてもらう。
Coming in number 7 is the Fruit of Seiya. What else would you expect from a well-known and feared assassin in the underworld to be like? Of course, this man is a Sigma. It's a no-brainer. As an ex-assassin, Yuji lived a harsh and lonely life, a life that taught him to depend only on himself and his guns. Living such a life made him into an empty shell of a killing machine. His master was able to break through to him, though, and bring him back from the abyss he was falling into deeper and deeper by the day. However, his Sigma mentality is one of the most important aspects that will never change about him. Coming in number 6 is Baki. He is the son of the freaking ogre, the strongest being on Earth, and what more is there to say? Ever since he was 3 years old, this Sigma peak human trained under many masters and coaches. Want to know what's crazy? He left those coaches at the age of 13, believing his training isn't enough, and he needs more. If he is to defeat and kill the ogre himself someday. Yujiro fucking Hanma. Baki, for the sake of strengthening his martial arts style, enters the ultimate underground tournament for martial arts fighters, and manages to win it as well. And not just that, in the final battle against his half-brother Jack Hanma, Baki awakened his ogre face in his back. However, he controlled it as soon as it showed up, showing clearly that he isn't his murderous father, and if he is to defeat him, the first thing he has to do, and make sure of, is not to become him. At number 5, we have Haven't You Heard? I'm Sakamoto. Sakamoto is the titular and Namasake character of this anime. In case you don't know him, I'll take you back down memory lane. When memes and videos about Sakamoto dealing with his problems in the most hilarious ways was the trend. Like, for example, that one time when he was gonna be late to school and the school janitor wanted to stop him by any means possible, but what did Sakamoto do? He faked that he was going to jump over the fence using a long bamboo pole. What he really was going after was placing the pole in the road of the gate so he could enter before it closes. This is just one of the hilarious methods he approaches life problems according to his unique perspective of life and his own code. Anything he does is just perfect. To the point the bullies are taunted by his perfection and attempt to sabotage him all the time, only for their antics to go full reverse Uno card on them in the most ridiculous of ways. Coming in number 4 is Classroom of the Elite. As a Sigma male, Ayano Konji is independent and self-reliant, often keeping to himself and avoiding social hierarchies. This guy literally shits on the school of the elite laws and system, not giving a damn about them or anyone for that matter, and he bends the laws to his will with his superior IQ and powerful intellect, while still seeming like a normal person to everyone around him. Ayano Konji is a scary character if you get to meet him, and despite his introverted and reserved nature, Ayano Konji is a skilled problem solver and is not afraid to take risks or make difficult decisions when necessary. He is not easily swayed by social pressure or emotional manipulation either, and is willing to do whatever it takes to achieve his goals. A true Sigma to the bone. Think of it like that. Everyone is his puppet, and he is the puppeteer holding the strings from the shadows without anyone even noticing.
あなた、一体何者なの?
俺の詮索はするな。
Coming in number 3 is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Ever since the moment we saw Jotaro in that jail cell, drinking beer with no care in the world, we knew for a fact that this individual is going to be one of the top Sigma males in anime history to ever appear on screen. Jotaro, even though he is undeniably a living model of the Sigma male, he is still a caring person that is prepared to put his life on the line for his family and friends. He gives little respect to laws and prefers to help others without receiving any gratitude for it, working from the sidelines. And don't get me started on his hoe's numerous shutdowns, as hilarious as they are. Sadly, we don't have enough time to mention them all. Coming in number 2 is Death Note. Light Yagami, aka Kira, aka the Death Note wielder that killed thousands, is without a doubt one of the greatest anime Sigma males in history, for multiple reasons as well. Light, or as his alter ego Kira, whatever you would like to call him, was someone ready to do whatever it takes in order to change the world and leave his mark on it, before his time is up in it. As we all know, Light has done unforgivable things that can never be justified. and even his zealous fans and believers in his cause still disagreed with it. However, one thing we need to admit and accept as a fact is that Light was ready to venture and push the limits of what a man is able to do and might do. Light went to huge extremes protecting his identity as Kira from the government, even to the point of taking out his own father. Light was such a Sigma male, he was unfazed when he saw the Shinigami we know as Ryuk, manifesting in front of him after touching the Death Note. And I am not talking about that shitty Netflix scaredy cat adaptation screaming for his life. I'm talking about the badass Light that stared literal death in the eyes, unfazed. And even when he was discovered by everyone else and revealed to be Kira, he laughed maniacally, showing them just how many shits he gives. Which, in case you haven't noticed yet, is none.
わかった。彼氏にはなれないが、ふりはしてあげられる。僕に会うため、僕の力になるために、残りの寿命を半分にした君の目は武器になる。
ありがとう。好きになってもらえるよ。頑張る。
And number 1 goes to Berserk. I mean, honestly, I could just end this whole section with just saying because he is him, and everyone watching the video would automatically agree with me. Guts is that much of a Sigma male to the point that being a Sigma is a fact of existence in itself. You could open any dictionary right now, and under the Sigma male description, you will find a mention of Guts and his image. Okay, maybe I went overboard with this one, but you get the gist. Guts being the Sigma male is as real as day and night. The shit that this guy has went through in his life could break the minds of entire human populations, destroying their sight completely. This man with his big-ass sword that only he is able to carry cuts through opposition no matter who it is, and how many they are, with the least concern to his life and least concern to the damage he might receive from such a battle. And just the ability to wield the Berserker armor is enough to solidify Guts' claim to being the greatest Sigma male of all time.
これぞ神のご加護。今度は逃しは。あの女の口ぶりからすると、ここで魔女狩りやってんのはてめえららしいな。答えろ。お前らが狩り集めた人間の中に胸に烙印が刻まれた女はいたか。
I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I had fun making it for you. I would appreciate it if you guys would smash that like button, subscribe, comment, and press the bell icon to keep yourself notified of all our latest new videos. Also, don't forget to tell me down in the comments who your favorite Sigma character is. And if you have any cool ideas for our upcoming videos, don't be shy. Share them in the comments with us down below. And as for now, I'll catch you later. See you in the next one.